Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Dawn Does Life, and today I thought I would do something a little bit different. So as you notice, I am in my front room, better lighting here, and also the space to lay out the diamond paintings that I've done in 2021. With the caveat, there are two paintings that I did in 2020, which was, I started in October of 2020, so I want to include those two paintings just so that I can show them, and then next year when I do my review, my year in review, it'll just be paintings from 2022. I'm excited. I know in my mind a couple that I think are my favorites still, but I am really kind of excited to take a peek at what I did and yeah, share it with you. So you guys, if you like these types of videos, could you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already? And I say let's just like get right into this. I'm gonna just move the angle of my camera so that you guys can better see what I'm seeing, and then we'll get right into it. So like one second. Okay, so this one. So this was a Prime, Amazon Prime deal. We actually in Canada did not get an Amazon Prime in 2021 because I know you Americans got it, but yeah, we didn't get one this year, so I feel totally ripped off. But anyways, I had just stumbled up across a few videos and I was looking for crafting things and came across this hobby, and so then went on Amazon trying to find a painting to try out for the first time and really didn't know anything about anything. I didn't know there was round and square. I didn't know sizes. Nothing. I knew nothing other than the fact that the kit pretty much came with everything you needed to get started. So this was the very first one I picked. It was on sale for Amazon Prime Day, and if I'm being honest with you, I really don't like this picture. I love moon, I love stars, I love the idea of it, but I think it's just too small and too pixelated. But it was based on this picture, or the act of doing the diamond painting on this picture, that made me absolutely fall in love with the hobby in the first place. So this one, it just really to me doesn't show a whole lot of detail. You're supposed to be in the forest looking up at the moon through the trees, and it is what it is. It's not horrible. My oldest daughter actually really likes this one, and so maybe I might give it to her. So that was the first one I did. Second one I did, I just loved this one when I saw it. I also got this one off of Amazon, and I just thought it was fun. And so this is my coffee time. It's a 30 by 30, 17 colors. I had so much fun with this. I did a lot of time lapses with it. I just like the colors, the painting itself. I just really liked it. And when I was doing this, my idea was I wanted to frame it and get it up on my wall by like somewhere near my coffee station or somewhere in my kitchen. And then we thought about moving and selling our house and buying another one. And I thought, okay, you know what, I'm gonna wait. Now we've decided, because of everything going on in the world that is crazy, that we're gonna stay here for a little bit longer and kind of ride it out and see where things are going. But suffice it to say, I have not done anything with this, but I want to. I do want to put this one up on my wall for sure. So that was my second one, and that one I did, so my first one I did in October, probably finished it around the middle of November, and then this one I did in November to December, I would say. So I'm not a super fast diamond painter. Next one, oh, I just love this one, you guys. This was my first dalliance into AliExpress, where you could choose different sizes for the same picture. And it also was my very first experience with square drills. I had seen so many people talk about square drills and round drills, and I thought, I'm going to be so good and I'm going to get square drills, and those are so much more complicated because you really have to fit them together, as you know. This one, wow. This one was a lot of work for a third painting. As you can see, this tree is just a mishmash of colors and the leaves on the ground. So confetti, it was I would do one little square like this and it would take me an hour because there were so many color changes. But this is one of my favorite paintings. And if you, I mean, I hope that you can get the way this shimmers and shines. But it just, there's something about square drills that just make me happy with the way the finished product is just so beautiful. It's completely different. I don't know how I would compare it because I like my round drills too. Round drills I find, well actually, you know, like I'm looking at it and it's just like sparkly. They're just sparkly. But these square drills, like there's no spaces in between and they just seem solid and there's more detail. And they shimmer and they shine and they roll and I don't know. Anyways, this I think is my favorite. We'll go through and see if that's changed at all. But I absolutely love this one. And this one at some point I will definitely be putting up on a wall somewhere. I mean, this is just beautiful. I don't know. I have this weird thing with trees. I just love trees. And this one was just so beautiful. The colors were so nice on this one. This one did not number. I can't remember how many this one was. But it was a lot. It was a big project and it did take me a bit of time. So I started this one in December and I don't think I got done this one until I would say the end of January, beginning of February. It did definitely take me some time. So this also was not a poured glue. So it was easy for me to just like cut my papers into strips and then just work on sections. I was really still figuring stuff out. If I'm being honest, I was still figuring stuff out. So love, love, love this one. I think this is the Home Fun store too, just to let you guys know. My next one was this crazy face. This is also an Amazon painting. I love this style of art. It is a round drill, only 17 colors, and I hated doing this painting. I like the finished product. I actually put a video out about how much I disliked the process on this one. The drills were so oily and staticky and sticky, and it was like next to impossible to get them to go out into a line on a tray. And I just fought, and the canvas itself was super slippery. So drills did not want to stick to the canvas. It was not a fun process. Having said that, really, 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 really love this picture, and I'm quite happy with it. This is another one that I could see being on my wall somewhere. And I think, you know, starting out and even still to some degree, every painting I picked was something that I thought I could see on my wall somewhere. So the next one, oh, I waited so long to be a part of this event. I am so happy that I did the one that I did. Okay, so this is my Chuck Pinson. And this was my check along for painting. So what was that? September of last year, I think, is when they did the check along for. Oh, this painting, man. I started with this corner down at the bottom, and I remember when I was doing it, I remember thinking that these geese just looked like they were bouncing off the page. Chuck Pinson, his artistry is so impressive. The way this is rendered and the detail in it is so impressive. So this was my very first Diamond Art Club painting. It was my very first check along. I had wanted to be in the previous one, but I mentally in my head at that time, one painting was, I would work on one at a time and that was it. And so I ended up missing the earlier Chuck along that year, but that's okay because this painting was not available, and this painting brings back a lot of really fond memories for me in my childhood. It was my first time I ever got to use ABs, and I just like the quality of Diamond Art Club compared to other companies is just amazing. Not to say that I haven't been happy with other ones, but like this was just like a real eye-opener for me. It was the biggest painting I've ever done. This one was 29.1 times 21.7 inches, so like 74 by 55. this blew my mind. I got this one done in a month. I worked so hard at it and I was so impressed with how it turned out. Again, this is one I could totally see on my wall. And fun fact, and I've said this many times, somebody came on my channel, I think it might have been Kiss My Crafts actually, came on my channel and told me that Chuck Pinson, this is his favorite painting as well. Now that may have changed, but at one point this was his favorite painting, and I'm telling you, it just like, it spoke to me. It just feels special to me. I don't know. I really, really love it. So then I started getting some companies sending me free product to show you guys. And so one of them, I did this one. This isn't a full diamond painting, but this was, it's meant to resemble paper quilling. And when this company contacted me and asked me if they could send me some paper quilling, I thought it was actual paper quilling that they wanted me to do. And I was like, sure. But in my head, I was thinking, oh my God, I don't know if I can do that. But anyways, I am so glad that it's just kind of like a partial or a special drill on top of a picture that looks like quilling, that has quilling photographed on it. This is a lot of fun and it was really quick, and it made me realize that there's one that I did with my daughter, and I'm still doing it actually. She had got them for me for Christmas and we did them. It was kind of a thing for us to do them together. That made me realize that I really like doing partials. At first I was thinking they were a waste of time. And right after I started doing the one with Caitlin, once we got started, I was like all on. I wanted to do this one. So I think it's pretty, it's different, and I don't know what I would do with it, but I had a lot of fun doing it. And then the next one I did was also another partial, and now we're getting into December, and I think this was like, I can't even remember. There was a couple of events I did that were Christmas related, or DP Christmas elves maybe. I think that might be what it was. But I got quite a few done in December, or got quite a few worked on in December. So this one, I just loved this picture. This was another one that was sent to me to show you guys. And so I did a time lapse with this one to a really fun Christmas song that I found on Epidemic Sound, which is the music that I use for my videos when I'm using music. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this one. This one was quick. This was the first time I ever worked with like really three-dimensional weird beads, and I just thought it was so cute and so fitting of the time. So another partial. Okay, so this one, you'll see that this one's pretty stiff. That's because I had to Mod Podge the crap out of it. So this one, this one is from Spell Queen. This also was sent to me to show you guys, and I like the picture. They just started getting into ABs, and this one I think had 8 different ABs on it, and it's square, and it also went along with the Christmas theme, but the problem with this one was there was next to no glue on this canvas. So I actually have posted a video, and I think I'll point it up in this on how to fix if your canvas isn't sticky, and it worked, and I was able to get it finished. So I had gotten about this much done, and I had to put it away and wait. I bought some Aileen's Tack It Over and Over. I had to wait for that to come in because this one I was just ready to throw it in the garbage, but I really wanted to finish this one. So I wanted to participate in that DP with the Christmas elves, or Christmas elves DP. I can't remember. But I wanted to have fun with it, and I thought it was such a cute picture. Maybe it was the November. Maybe that's when I did this one. So this one I actually might have done before I did the snowman, because the snowman was part of it. Yeah, this is November, I think. Anyway, I'm getting a little confused, but in the end it all washes out. So I was able to fix it well enough so that I could finish the painting itself, and I think it's a very cute painting. But to make sure that the drills stuck and stay stuck, I Mod Podged this, and I found that it did take away a little bit of the shine but not too much, and I could live with it. Especially considering that I'm able to get it done. I have another painting that they sent me that has 16 ABs on it. So if you take a look, like the present, the hat, like there's so much AB in this. Little bit in the snow, but mostly it was like the present and then the clothing and the hat, and then a little bit in the moon. So much, almost I would say too much, but if I don't know, I'm just really interested to see what the one with 16 looks like. And so this one was fun, but yeah, and that was what that one was for. And then the next one, and this is my last one, guys. I don't even know how many I did, but this one is also, this was my second. So both my first and this one was the very first order I made with Diamond Art Club. I ordered the Chuck because I wanted to be prepared the next time it came up. And then I ordered this because I am just in love with, I love abstract. I love color sploshing. And this one, I looked at it and it was just so cool. I didn't necessarily like the idea that it was a sucker and they were licking it. But I loved this idea that out of nothing comes this face. And the more I did it and the more I looked at it, the more, you know, this whole idea of this chupa. This painting is called Chupa. And again, the artist is Patrice Murciano. I'm just in love with this painting. I thought that doing all of this white would drive me up the wall. It didn't. It really didn't. It went quickly. This is a 37 by 37 or 14.6 by 14.6. It had 34 colors. It was just, you know, again, working on high quality. Like you could just, there was just such a difference working with this. It made it fun and it's so bright. And like I said, it popped so much and it's just totally my vibe that I'm looking forward to do. I have another one of his already, and I have one that is on my wish list that I'm waiting to come back in stock. But I could do more of this person's work, absolutely without question. I just love it. So, and all of his paintings are either like pure white background or pure black, and then it's like the splashes of colors. So he has a real style that speaks to me, and I really like his paintings. That is the last one I did. I actually finished this one on January 2nd, but I'm gonna call it 2021 finish. Okay, so as you can see, these are the paintings that I did. I hope you enjoyed watching that and hearing me kind of go through my thought process about each one of them. I had so much fun. When I take a look at this, I just think of fun and hard work and thousands upon thousands of diamonds. I like that Diamond Art Club tells you how many diamonds are on each canvas, and so I mean, when I look at this pile, I see hours and hours of work and lots of enjoyment, definitely. And any of you who do this know what I'm talking about. There's just something very, very happy inducing about putting down those diamonds. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And then also, I do post lots of pictures, or I'm starting to. I'm trying to learn a little bit about Instagram. So you can catch me over on Instagram, and I'll link it on the screen here, or I'll put it up on the screen, but I think it's Dawn Does Life for Real, maybe? Or just Dawn Does Life, maybe. I don't know. TikTok is maybe Dawn Does Life for Real. I don't know. But I'm trying all these different things. And if you haven't subscribed already, I would love it if you subscribed. I would love to have you join the community. And wow. I look forward to another year of showing you all of the fun diamond paintings I'm going to do. I have so many Diamond Art Club now. I really, really, really like their stuff. I would love to try some of the other companies. I think there's one, Craftably. There's some paintings on Craftably that I would love, love, love to have. But I live up in Canada, and the shipping with Craftably, I don't know why. Shipping is not as bad with Diamond Art Club, but with Craftably, for some reason, it is insanely stupid. There are some companies that I just can't try because of the shipping. that I want to. And if things change, hopefully I will cross my fingers in the next year that at some point I will be able to dally into different ones. But right now, Diamond Art Club is my absolute favorite. AliExpress wasn't so bad either. The Home Fun store, I really like that painting too. So I'm just rambling on again. Anyways, you guys, have a spectacular day, and I will catch you guys all in the next video. Until then, stay safe, have fun, smile, and I'll see you later. Bye.